And hello, I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to work on getting the laundry caught up. We're going to do a kitchen reset. We are going to make dinner and cook a fall dessert. So let's get into it with the grocery haul first. Just got a few things delivered from Walmart and I'll walk you through what I got and what I'm going to do with it. So let's get started. Okay, so first I'm just going to go ahead and get this laundry switched out so we can have that going while we're putting the groceries and things away, and I can walk you through that. I have to clean up the countertop before I can put anything on. I picked up goat's milk, oat milk, vanilla soy, coconut milk. I'm going to make some frozen yogurt bites with these. I picked up this mini muffin. It's silicone. I haven't used silicone before, so I'll let you know how I like it. And then we picked up some grapes, cinnamon apple spice, tea bags, cooked chicken, gluten-free ciabatta, gluten-free English muffins, some bread for my husband, some eggs. This is the only eggs they had in stock. And then for dinner, I'm going to make some chicken enchiladas, and we're going to put some guac on it. Avocados I have are not fresh, or they're not ripe yet, so I picked up some pre-made guac. I'm going to make some green enchiladas and some red. And then I'm going to make a small, like, calabacita style side dish with some squash and jalapeno, some goat cheese, and some green onions and things. And then I'm going to make an apple crisp dessert for getting into fall. And then I picked up a bag of yellow onions. That's it. Before I can start cooking, put away most of the groceries, but before I can start cooking, I have to clean up the dishes and put away the dirty and the clean and clean up the kitchen so that I can get started. So let's do that. Okay, around things need to wash it. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna make some lunch and then I'll see you guys back when I start dinner. So I figure since I have time, I'm gonna go ahead and chop some more onions and do a little bit of food prep for dinner to make it easier for me later on today. I laughed the other day because I put this towel here so that people wouldn't put their keys and things on it. And instead they're like, oh, there's something there. And this was closed. And they're like, clink, 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 clink. I'm like, oh, well, you just can't. You can't keep everything perfect forever, right? So I'm getting started here mixing up the rice for the salsa rice that we're having. And I'm going to go ahead and cook the chicken in the Instapot with the taco seasoning. Get that set aside. And in the meantime, I'm going to start laying out the fundamentals, I guess you would say, for the chicken enchiladas. I've got it cooked and I put some enchilada sauce in the bottom of each of those bowls. Put the rest of the can in each of these bowls of shredded chicken. I'm adding in some diced onions and some canned diced tomatoes. I'm putting in a little bit of garlic powder and dried cilantro in each. I'm going to mix those up. Then I'm going to get out the corn tortillas. I'm going to start assembling those and putting them in the pans with a little bit of goat cheese over the top and get those in the oven to bake. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and make the calabacita side. So I'm getting started with the veggies. I'm cooking those up, just sauteing them a little bit, getting them cooked a little bit, not fully, maybe about halfway, adding in some seasoning, salt, pepper, cilantro, garlic powder, and then I'm putting in some diced onions. These are red onions. I'm going to go ahead and put the crumbled goat cheese on there, and I'm going to put a lid on it and set it down to a lower setting and set it to steam. And this is how everything turned out. It was very, very good. The whole family loved it. So next up, we're going to go ahead and clean the floors in the kitchen since I've been cooking and everybody's been in and out since it's a weekend. I want to go ahead and at least get the kitchen and the laundry room cleaned. So I'm starting here vacuuming, and then next up I'm going to go ahead and mop the floors. So let's just put some music on and clean. Now it's time to make the yummy dessert. We are making an apple crisp today. I thought it would be good for semi-fall season with the apples and the cinnamon and the spices, and turned out really good. So here I'm just starting out with the base ingredients for the crumble topping, and I will have the recipe linked below so you can look it up if you would like to try it. It turned out so delicious. So delicious. I can't even tell you. And then, anyways, here we are putting together the mixture that's going to go with the apples. And we're going to set everything aside, and we're going to go ahead over to the sink and start peeling the apples so we can get those going and ready to cut down into bite-sized pieces. I'm not going to walk you through all, 7, 8 apples here, but I do show you just a quick little peeling process and my funny little oops as I dropped it. I thought it was funny to add a little slow-mo repeat. I like to keep the fun stuff in too. Anyways, I am chopping these up into little bite-sized pieces, getting them into this mixture here and getting it all put together. I just thought that was so pretty. I sliced that in the center, and I kept all the little slices over there because I thought it was such a pretty little design, such a star with the apples. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly, but I thought it was pretty and you might enjoy seeing it. So I'm mixing up the bottom base of the apples. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the melted butter in here, and I'm going to stir that together. And it's not real crumbly. It's pretty moist, and it turns out just perfect, actually. I lightly sprayed the bottom of this pan, and I'm putting the apples in, spreading them out semi-evenly, and then I'm going to put the crumble topping on the top, and I'm going to set it in the oven to bake for, what was it? I think it was about 45 minutes. I don't know. Again, like I said, I will link the recipe below so that you have all the details, and you really should try it this season. It's delicious. Everybody just loved it. And in the meantime, I'm going to head back into the craft room, and I printed these up the other day for my, I've had those stickies on there for so long. They're all old and they're folded, and everybody's like, when are you going to fix it? When are you going to fix it? So here I am. I'm fixing it. I was able to get into the craft room, and this is not permanent vinyl. It's temporary. And I did it in black because I figured that would be easiest to see. And I put it with a really fun font just to have some fun, Why not? If you're going to look at something, you might as well like the way it looks and make you smile and, you know, have some joy with it. So I'm just making sure that these are put on nice and secure. And I'm just going to walk you through each of those that I did for the seasoning, or not seasoning, flour, sugar, you know what I'm trying to say. Here the R came off, so I had to do a little repair there and stick the R back on at the end. And this is it. This is how it turned out. And I think it's going to be great. And here's that apple crisp done. We had a couple of options here. We had some coconut Ready Whip, which I put a little bit of that on mine. Plus, we had some coconut vanilla ice cream, and I tried that too just to see how it turned out. Okay, guys, that is the end of day 2, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to enjoy that apple crisp. And I hope you enjoyed the cleaning and the motivation with some, cleaning and the cooking and the baking. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed week. See you next time. Bye.